Ever thought about the pivotal roles women play in society? It's a question that demands our attention because whether you realize it or not, women are the backbone of our world, juggling multiple roles, from the domestic sphere to the corporate arena, and everywhere in between. In the home, women are the nurturers, the caregivers, the homemakers. They are the glue that holds families together, ensuring that everyone is fed, clothed, and loved. They are the teachers, instilling values and knowledge into the next generation. They are the nurses, caring for the sick and the elderly. They are the accountants, managing the household budget. They are, in essence, the CEOs of their homes. Yet their roles extend far beyond the walls of their homes. In the corporate world, women are leaders, innovators, and decision-makers. They are the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, the entrepreneurs of successful startups, and the brains behind groundbreaking technological advancements. They are the scientists discovering cures for diseases, the engineers building bridges and skyscrapers, and the astronauts exploring the vastness of space. In the realm of politics, women are the policymakers, the diplomats, the advocates for change. They are the presidents, the prime ministers, the lawmakers fighting to make the world a better, fairer place. They are the activists, using their voices to stand up for what they believe in. While we have seen significant progress in terms of gender equality, it's important to acknowledge that challenges still exist. Women continue to face issues such as wage inequality, discrimination, and underrepresentation in certain fields. Yet they persist, they fight, and they overcome, proving time and again their strength, resilience, and indomitable spirit. Indeed, women wear many hats, each role as important as the other, shaping our society in countless ways. They are the unsung heroes, the silent warriors, the change-makers. And it's high time we acknowledge, appreciate, and celebrate their invaluable contributions. Because without women, our world would be a much different and arguably a much less vibrant place. But beneath these roles, what are the issues women face today? Let's take a closer look. First, we have the wage gap, a prevalent issue that sees women earning less than men for the same work. It's not just about the money, though. It's about the value we place on the work that women do. The wage gap sends a message that the work of women is less important, which is, of course, not the case. Next, we have gender stereotypes. These are preconceived notions about how women should behave, what they should do, and what they should aspire to be. These stereotypes can limit women's choices, opportunities, and dreams. They can also lead to discrimination and bias, both in the workplace and in everyday life. Body shaming is another issue we cannot ignore. Women are constantly bombarded with images of ideal bodies and are often pressured to conform to unrealistic beauty standards. This can lead to low self-esteem, eating disorders, and a host of other mental health problems. Speaking of mental health, it's another key area where women face challenges. Women are more likely than men to experience certain mental health conditions, such as depression and anxiety. Yet there's still a stigma attached to seeking help for mental health issues. This needs to change. These issues are not just women's issues, they are societal issues. They affect us all, in one way or another, and they impact women's lives in profound ways. They can limit opportunities, damage self-esteem, and even affect health. But here's the thing, these issues are not insurmountable. They can be addressed, they can be overcome, and doing so is not just good for women, it's good for everyone. Because when women thrive, societies thrive. When women are valued, everyone benefits. So, let's start the conversation. Let's recognize these issues for what they are. Let's challenge the stereotypes, close the wage gap, end body shaming, and prioritize mental health. Because these issues, while challenging, are not insurmountable, and addressing them is essential for a balanced society. Health is wealth, and this rings true especially for women. But how well are we prioritizing women's health? When we speak of women's health, we're talking about more than just the physical aspect. It encompasses a broad spectrum of issues that include reproductive health, mental health, and health services accessibility, among others. Let's start with reproductive health. It's not just about the ability to conceive and carry a pregnancy to term. It's about having access to the information and means to manage one's reproductive health, whether it's contraception, prenatal care, or safe childbirth. It's about recognizing the unique health issues that women face, such as endometriosis and polycystic ovarian syndrome, and providing appropriate care and support. Then we move on to mental health. Women are twice as likely to experience anxiety and depression, and this is often linked to hormonal changes, societal pressures, and even the stress of juggling multiple roles. It's crucial to create safe spaces for women to speak about their mental health struggles without fear of judgment or stigma. And let's not forget about health services accessibility. In many parts of the world, women still face barriers to accessing healthcare, whether it's due to cost, distance, or cultural norms. It's a stark reminder that health is not just a personal issue, but a societal one. Why is prioritizing women's health so important? Because women are the pillars of our society. They are mothers, daughters, sisters, and friends. They are professionals, caregivers, and leaders. When women are healthy, they can fully participate in and contribute to their communities. But it's not enough to acknowledge this. We need to translate it into action. We need to advocate for policies that improve women's health, invest in research to understand women's unique health needs, and create a culture that values and respects women's health. Remember, women's health isn't just a women's issue, it's a societal issue that affects us all. It's about ensuring that half the population can live their lives to the fullest, free from illness and pain. Women's health is a societal issue, not just a women's issue, and warrants our attention and action. Empowerment, a buzzword in today's world. But what does it truly mean for women? It's a question that deserves a moment of reflection. Empowerment, in the context of women, is about more than just individual achievement. It's about creating an environment where every woman has access to opportunities, has a voice that is heard, has the right to make decisions about her own life, and is free from discrimination. Imagine a world where every woman, regardless of her background, has the tools she needs to thrive. This is not just an ideal, it's a possibility that can be achieved if we all take responsibility. And why should we shoulder this responsibility? Because empowerment is not a zero-sum game. It does not mean less power for some and more for others. Rather, it means creating a society where everyone can reach their full potential. When we empower women, we are investing in our collective future. A future where women lead, innovate, and drive change. A future where women are not just participants, but active contributors in every sector, from technology to politics, from arts to sports. But empowerment is not just about the big things. It's also about the small, everyday decisions. It's about giving women the freedom to choose, to express, and to be themselves. It's about dismantling the stereotypes that limit women's potential and celebrating the diversity that each woman brings. The responsibility of empowering women lies with all of us, men and women alike. It's about challenging the status quo, breaking down barriers, and creating opportunities. It's about listening to women's voices, recognizing their contributions, and respecting their rights. And it's important to remember that empowerment is not a destination, but a journey. A journey that requires effort, commitment, and courage from all of us. A journey that we must embark on together for the sake of our future. Empowering women benefits us all. It's not just a women's issue, it's a human issue. With every step we take towards women's empowerment, we are taking a step towards a more equitable, prosperous, and sustainable world. We are taking a step towards humanity. So, where do we go from here? As we wind down our discussion today, I'd like to take a moment to recap the essential points we've covered and ponder on the path forward. We began by considering the multifaceted roles women play in our society, acknowledging their contributions and the challenges they face. From mothers to leaders, from artists to scientists, women are not just part of the narrative, they are the narrative. We then delved into the issues women face worldwide. Whether it's gender equality, wage gap, or societal expectations, these issues are real and they persist. However, recognizing these challenges is the first step towards addressing them. It's not about pointing fingers, but about shedding light on what needs to change. Our focus then shifted to women's health, an aspect that often goes overlooked. A woman's health is not merely her own concern. It affects families, communities, and generations. Prioritizing women's health is not about special treatment, it's about equal treatment. It's about recognizing that women's health issues, from reproductive health to mental health, deserve as much attention and resources as any other health concern. And then we talked about empowerment. Empowering women isn't just a noble cause, it's our collective responsibility. It's about creating an environment where women are not just surviving, but thriving. It's about encouraging them to dream big, to aim high, and to break barriers. It's about making them believe in their power and worth. And so we stand here at the crossroads of change. The journey is long and the path is steep. But remember, every step counts. Every voice matters. Every action makes a difference. Let's continue to push for progress, for equality, for empowerment. Because the future isn't just female. The present is female. Women are not just at the forefront of change. They are the change. And it's about time we recognize that, respect that, and rejoice in that. Remember, when women thrive, society thrives. Let's make that our reality.